What's going on today is I've talked Nathan and Doug in, both coming in today, and to help thrash on this chassis. And then what I mean by thrash is try to get as much done as we can in a short amount of time, because we're not going to work all day. I just want to get as much done as possible. Nathan is going for the back suspension, and Nathan actually pretty well come up with the back suspension plan because he was thinking about it while I was doing this. We're going to be using, I think we're going to be using these coils, and we're going to do a little test with them here earlier. We're going to make a pocket. Doug's going to actually fabricate all the stuff to hold the springs with what we're doing. We're going to mount them on the rear end, obviously, and then we're going to make some kind of mount for the top, and then we'll go from there. Nathan is going to make some, what do you call them?
Control arms.
Control arms. The arms to hold the rear end and hold it in straight. He's going to make those with a pivot out of what we have. I am going to continue on boxing in the chassis because it needs to be done. I've got the front pretty well geared up on the front on this side. It's looking real good, got it boxed in. Now it has to get this side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here first because Nathan wants to get in there and make that control arm, hold that rear end in. Doug will be fabricating the hats for the springs. What I'm going to say is we're going to write down on the board, just so you know, and these guys know, what it costs to build this car, from what we paid for it, to what we spent last night, to the metal that we bought, the square stock, right to the very end, so it's wide open so anybody knows what you could build for a certain amount of money, not counting the labor. You know what I mean? The labor's yours free. If you're building a car, it's yours, whatever. For 1 second, do not expect to make money on anything when it comes to building a car. Like it's something that you need, something that you love. Why expect to make a bunch of money on it? But anyways, what I did this morning is me and Doug jacked up this piece. I just want you to take a look at it. And the only reason I'm asking, because these springs are quite small, we got them out at the junkyard. Now, that's got the weight of that trailer on it, and it's got the weight of the rear end on it. I don't want to put the springs in the car.
You were thinking about 2 inches compression is what you were thinking of yesterday.
I was thinking, but
Yep.
just before we put it down, like we wouldn't have the weight of the rear end.
Yep.
We wouldn't have the weight of the table.
Yep.
But yet we have the body to put in there.
With the floor of the car in it. Yep.
And the floor of the car. So maybe the back of the table would weigh as much as the car.
Yep.
But now that held that up. Like it's off the ground on both sides.
Yep.
I just don't like that wheel there. It's off the ground, and that one's off the ground.
Yep.
So you think that should
how much compression did it drop though? That's all I was going to measure. But that don't matter. You already got it.
Well, I'm just thinking about the weight.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I feel that table and that rear end would be probably heavier than that car.
9. 2 inches right there. There's 2 inches on them.
I got lucky.
8 to 10. Yeah.
All right.
And that's kind of what you were looking at on there yesterday, was 2 inches roughly.
Will you explain to them what you're going to do with your hats and your pieces here? We got some. Nathan, actually, I'll get that, and you get your stuff ready so you can explain what happened. Nathan did the front end yesterday. He put these Heim joints in it. He got them out of he'll show you here in a bit. We actually split the wishbone. When we split the wishbone came like this, to like that, obviously. He cut them apart, got that in there. When we did that, it changed the pivot of this top pin here. It changed that, so he situated that so it's right now, and we put in some new bushings because probably should do that. Put the original spring back in it, cut off a couple things, and we have a front end sorter that we want to use with the bars running back on the side of the car. That's what I'm thinking. It's looking good, but this is how we done it. Show them that thing that you got there.
So we got a spring hanger purchase that's already arched for the rear end. These are cheap trailer ones for trailers. So then We got, these were off of what? That was an old front end wishbone, wasn't it? You had in the junkyard.
I got them from Speedway.
Speedway
that
front
were-
wishbones?
Yeah.
And that's what he had left over. So that's going to end up welding on there. And then this will be on here, welded to the rear end, welded to there. And then we've got the tractor heim joint, same as that, which we're going to put the heim joint in here, put a pipe through the frame, welded in the frame with a bung and the bolt, the heim joint. Here, I'll just take that down. The heim joint will be
That heim joint screws out of that.
out of that, and we're going to put that in there, and then this is going to hook to the frame. And then that's kind of what we did on the front.
You could almost just use the whole heim joint itself.
You could almost, yeah, but you don't want it to pivot back here. It's got to be solid on the rear end. You're just going to have one pivot.
Right. So can you set that? I did was.
Yep, so this
set
here's
that's going on there like that. And then the heim joint on the end.
one heim joint on the end. And then,
what-
then the rear end can just pivot up and down, and it can't rock because it's welded here, so it can't rock in it, right? And this is welded on here.
So when we bolt it through here, we'll probably end up drilling a hole and then run a piece of pipe in
Run
there.
a pipe in there to run the bolt out through.
Right.
And then we got a pan hand bar, hard hand, however you want to pronounce it. And on one side or the other, we're going to connect the pan hand bar to the frame, to the top of the rear end in the center. And that'll give us our right to left, not movement. And we'll put it level at ride height, that way it doesn't go. So if you got it down like this at ride height, then it'll move the rear end side to side different amounts.
That's what Nathan is going for. So basically he's got to tear apart. He's got to tear apart that stuff, get that heim joint to fit his pieces that he wants in the end. Like that's, so the heim joints are too big for the ends of what he's got going on there. And what I mean is to fit in this bad boy. So he's going to have to chew them down a little bit to make them fit, do the deal. So there's quite a bit of work going on there to get that done. He's going to play at that. Doug has got the springs. Doug doesn't know because he wasn't here yesterday. Me and Nathan made the plan without him. So basically,
I went home at lunchtime and got that old tractor one I had up there
yeah.
yesterday.
So what we're saying is, Jolene will write it down, what it cost us. The heim joints in the front were $0. How'd they say that on Monster Garage? Freebie?
Freebie.
Is that what they say?
Donation.
Donation.
That was donated from the
That's right.
Mountaintop.
That's what they used to say, but that was a freebie. We had to buy the metal in the center. We're not going there right now. We're going to make spring hats. How much room do you figure a spring should have around the inside of its hat?
Make it fairly snug.
Fairly snug?
Yeah, you can wrap it right around the spring if he wants to bend it right around the spring.
After you get the circles made. I want to get them a
Oh
good,
yeah, make it so the thing goes on
I want to
top
get
of
them
the
a good
plate.
circle to trace off of.
Trace off of, yeah.
Yeah, is what I want.
That's,
And then Doug's going to do his deal.
it'll
All
work.
the cans are the same.
Doing burnouts.
Yeah. If we can get a,
What's that? Okay, good. Yeah.
I'll try to get a measurement off that today because I think I might have found that an 8.8, and it is a
what happens
410,
is-
Chad.
It's just a wee bit bigger, isn't she?
Yeah, not bad actually. I'm just gonna make up my mind if I'm gonna. So I found out that rear end is a 410. So it's an
Yeah.
8.8 with drum brakes with a 410. We have a
Yes.
Ford Sport Track, so we just got to measure it up to see if it is.
Nathan's got a rear end. It's going to cost me a little bit, but let's face it. It is what it is.
It's buddy of mine's rear end. Just got my thing.
Nate and Doug's got this is 3/16. 3/16. And we'll just cut. It's just flat bar. I'm just going to go around it, and then you can use one as a pattern. I guess that's a terrible pattern. I wouldn't want to say that to my student, would I? That's a terrible pattern. But I've said it before. But we just fix it. Stay on the outside of that line, and then that one there, use for a pattern. You'll need 4 of those to those. And then there's some flat bar. We'll deal with that after. So that's what Doug is doing. He's manufactured plates for those springs. Nathan is doing that. I've got to get my poop in a group and start going for this. This is what I done. I did one side yesterday.
Poop in a group.
back to the trusty old this. You can see this is the transmission mount. This is the transmission mount. This is the cross brace the car used to have. I kind of put it right in the, you can see on this side, I put it basically in the same spot it was before because there's holes drilled right there. I kind of put it in the same spot. I didn't like the one we had before because it was chewed up and it was raised in the center. Don't want it raised in the center. I want a nice flat, easy floor. Transmission mount here. You noticed when we showed you before that it was up on one side or it was down on one side, which or who knows. But what we just tacked it down there on the corners. And once I got that down, then I really put this brace in and I drove it right into the frame. You can see it welded on the outside there, I think maybe. So that's what I did. I put that brace right in there. And now I'm putting pieces of 14 gauge on top of that to hold it in place. All these are welded inside the frame now. There wasn't before we twisted it. It wasn't, well, it was just welded on the top. So I'm feeling like it was okay. Everything's going good. The chassis is going to be a good chassis. I've got it right to the back. This is coming out, leaving the rear end because it's there for mock-up. No sense cutting it out if we can use it, and basically that's what we're doing. We're using it. I'm gonna do this. I put these pieces in yesterday on this side, and then what I did is I kept the patterns obviously for the other side. Now it's the day to see if they fit, basically. Thanks for coming back, everybody. I'm Bad Chad and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we are on air. We got Nate in the house, we got Doug in the house, and everybody's going to be doing their little thing, you know, just to keep busy and try to make this go as quick as possible. We've got lots to do. That's a good little piece right there, I think. It does not fit exactly everywhere, but I like sanding it to make it fit, if you know what I'm trying to say. For me to take it off and on, and off and on, and off and on, and off and on, and off and on to make it fit perfectly. Nah, I'd rather just sand it. And then there's a weld there, I don't want to hit that. I'd rather just sand it. Haven't got everything out yet. Have not. Jolene is going to, on the board, you'll put what we're doing and what it costs and all that sort of stuff. Did you?
Sander, I need a zip later.
I'm going to get my plate.
I'll swap channels.
Got to get set up here first thing this morning. See, everybody's just bringing out grinders now. Eh? That's the main tool, though.
Doing grinders.
I think that was for making the bed sides for the truck.
Oh crap, my other ones are in my other big truck too. Let's get serious, Doc. We're gonna get serious.
So hopefully, like, I mean, if we get a good, 5-6 hours on it, hopefully we can get some things done. Maybe even get the frame off and get the front end back underneath of it. We can get that frame off. I can get it boxed in. That's my job, I guess, to get it boxed in so we can get the frame off. And then when we take it off, we'll make sure that Jolene's got the camera on to see if the frame does this. If it does that, well, it won't be probably that great, but it won't stop me from building it, but it wouldn't be good. It would just be off a little bit, that's all. No harm, no foul. All we have to say is that the engine pusher. Just making a pattern. Has Nathan got the mic on him with the grinder going? Hard for Jolene to run a 3-man show, isn't it, what? It's always good that, you know, just have a little huddle in the morning. You know, basically if you're doing something that when you left, you're gonna go back and finish it, that's fine. But when we all come in this morning, we all had really nothing known that we were doing. So we just huddled together and then we all take a plan and go for it. And that's good. Everybody's busy, you know. Makes the day go good. I'm gonna get my own grinder going, I guess. Nope. And do this. Getting wobbly there. See what happens. I want to cut it for the weld. Just a little bit. Off and then sand them all together, and that'd be your pattern.
Like after World War with whatever they had laying around, wasn't it?
Basically. The only thing that we didn't have to do is do the dirty work. We just get to play. Should let that down. Yeah, so we're gonna try to build it with what we have as cheap as possible. Like the springs we found out there, the pieces that Nathan's working with right now, we found out there, or he found out there. The metal, obviously, we have to buy. We'll write that down because it's not free. I want to come down a little bit more in the front, take a little more out of it. Ah. Gas must be off. On. Just sticking it on, and then I'll take the grinder and I'll flush it off so it's a good weld. Basically. Let's do this. see how I cut that down? And those two welds broke? If I had welded that and ground it that far to make it look nice, that's exactly what happens. I just wanted to tack it there to hold it to fit, so I knew where to cut it, basically. That's what it's there for, to know where to cut it down to. That way there I can get a nice weld on it and be happy with it. The reamer? Oh, I want nothing to do with that.
No? So I guess what we are doing here is I cut about 4 inches off the end, so we're going to have 2.5 inches inside of our shaft. And then I took the zip blade and cut the main stuff off, turned it down a bit with a floppy disk. If I was home, I could have put it in my lathe and done it fairly quick in the lathe, but then I'm going to go one size with the drill just to take the threads
on my
out,
team, ain't ya?
so it fits good and tight.
On my team.
And it'll be up into here. I'm going to drill 3
Fucking going
plug
for it.
weld holes here, so it'll be welded through the plug
go for
welds.
it.
And then when that's in there, we'll
If you
weld
yeah.
it real nice around here and build it up, and then that'll be up in like that in the end. In the end, that'll go like that. But we're almost there. I'm just going to take some of the threads out of there with the drill bit and see how the drill works today.
Tell them what you told me.
I could put it in the lathe and I could have done the 2 of them in the lathe in like 5 minutes. But just a little bit longer, but it's still going to be the same in the end. Still be the same in the end. No fancy pants.
I was thinking if it was faster, I'd have to get a lathe, but
What's that?
I said if it was faster, I'd have to get a lathe, but I'm not sure about that. Seems like
Mine's in my basement. I can go down there in my, yeah. I haven't used it in a little bit, but
Can I use the flapper wheel?
you sure can for a few. Here,
few.
whoa.
You want the cord?
I want the cord. You can have the grind. Thanks, man.
No worries.
We'll see how sharp this drill bit is. Just to start with. I should see what I got for some lube. I put gloves on today because things are starting to get a little bit warm. Grab some lube.
Wasn't thinking about going back on. She almost jumped out of the grips of my hand.
It's spinning so fast, can't regulate the speed on this drill. Nice if it was spinning slower, but. There is reverse on the drill, but I can't really drill with gloves on.
The drill's got to be the worst.
I know it's your pet peeve, isn't it, Tim? I got my other drills in my truck, but Still has smoke in it. I could have marked the drill bit at 2 inches, but I didn't. Probably not good at all that way anyways. Should be quite a ways. This joint gets it's too fast and not enough power. Sometimes if the drill's too fast and ain't enough power, it'd be nice to have it slow with power, would be good.
What's that, buddy? Oh. 2? Okay.
And here's close, cork them. Ouch. Why it's so hot. Getting hot in here.
You okay? Cool. Just set her anywheres. Just trying to get the back completed here, so I'm out of the way if Nathan wants to get in here and start doing something, and I want to get it half welded in here, somewhat. Spare the chassis. I don't know if that'll get ground down there, will it?
No, probably not. I just moved. You're tilting it up.
Good duck. They'll go on there like that. Wait. We'll weld them on there like that. And then our spring will go in there. One more. Can't get to that, can we?
I don't think so. It don't look like it. If you look further on.
We'll just weld that whole thing on.
Yeah.
Turn the welder on, Chad. Turn the welder on.
Talking to himself.
Let's roll back your way, son. Yeah, man.
Oh, there we go.
All right, go ahead and get, Doug, is it tight up front? Tight there?
Yep.
There you go, good. I've had that battery out more times. You shake a stick. I gotta get your battery out again. Where'd we put that? Did we put that battery back in the 50, did we?
Nope, the battery's right here, buddy.
Oh.
We had it right there.
Oh, yeah.
We've used that on multiple issues lately. I like your old one. It's getting hard to find. I like the old ones like that. I used to have the hat that had on it too, just like that.
Oh, yeah.
I had to get mine.
Stuck to that. Oh, that's the piece. Let's cut that there. It's good.
And I drilled some plug welds in it, and it's nice and tight, so we can get it on there and line it up. There's one.
Perfect.
Get one ground in, and then just on to the drilling, and we're getting there.
Stop it. Dang.
Check. Nope, we're good. Oh yeah, we'll be taking a little bit of that.
Supper for her today.
That's all right.
What's that?
Take that.
Levers. Just about there. Get all tools warmed up here today. Rooster, don't worry, we're getting your gloves dirty. Not close enough. Okay, get some more sanding to do. We're getting there now. She's coming now.
Doug gets them all fitting like that. Gets them all going around the circles like that. We get a little shy on that one, but that's okay. We'll put a piece in it. Fitting like that. Got two more to go, and then we'll weld them all the way around the outside. And then there's this piece. This goes on here like this. Like that. Coil spring.
You'll be racing before you know it, Phil. You'll be racing before you know it.
Coil spring. And then one on top with the cross member going across, and this is going to allow us enough for suspension. Like it'll probably shrink or fall about 2 inches probably. So we'll basically put our we'll level a piece of square stock going across there to there, and we'll put another mount on top of it.
That thing he was putting on to go from here to there, that been taken away?
What thing? No. Of the rear end? Of what?
You want to go from there to there. You want some straight across? Be off the angle like that?
Yeah.
It must be like that, like that.
It'll work, whatever. We can bolt it on that, whatever. That's fine, but that's basically how we're going. Them, yeah. Get these maybe the smallest circle you have. Maybe we can just bring them down just a little bit, make them small as that. Make sure they're all that size right there, that one right there.
Yep.
That one looks good.
Trying to make the top of that straight to the center of the eyelet, that's all. Alright, we're done that side.
Oh, that was found out in the junk. That was found in the yard. No, had to buy that. Had to buy that. Sorry about that. You even got your color, sweetheart, rust. Now you can tack them right on there if you want to.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to line that up.
Oh, perfect.
But I could leave that in there, that would help it. I was going to put a gusset on it. I might put a gusset, just something here on one side of it. But if I shove that in there, we can tack weld that and just leave that right there, that lines that up. I'll just find a shorter one. leave one in each
That's
one.
amazing how that lines up. Them 2 holes for that. What's the chance?
odds,
What's the
right?
chances, right?
I still need both of these back.
The end of that rod where you're welding it to the with the piece on the or the
Got it?
no the little just a little piece here, the little
Yep.
yeah. When you weld that, we knock them down like sharper so you can
More weld in there.
yeah, so you can get more weld in there.
Yep.
Just knock them down a little bit, and then the weld won't look so bubbly on you for you.
Yep.
That looks good. That's awesome.
Weld on either side.
That gives you enough room in there. Is it cut?
Lots of room there. I can take that down a little bit more there too. I think I will right there. I'll just take that edge down a little bit more.
Yeah. And then you're good to go?
More growing and then I'll be good to go to welding.
Okay. I'll be done this welder, on to the next piece, and you can have it. Off we go. Put that up.
You know what? I was talking to John. I said, John, you see that box? He said, that box that's under your restaurant.
Oh shit. It's got 8.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Oh, you got some creeps in ya? Oh, you got one ran down on the end. Sorry,
Don't you fly.
That's not good.
I just point myself in different spots.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, sure, go for it.
And we do a couple ticky tack areas and some welding.
I gotta make a couple pieces, so. I just don't like the metal I got. Shoot, no, I don't want to put that in there. Hi, Sheena! Hi, Doug, you're here doing the old, the leg cross. I haven't done that since grade 2.
Yeah, well, my legs are 2 feet long, so it's not much of a problem here. And I just realized I got to pull the crotches out of my pants and stuff.
And we got our best sheet of metal we have. That's our best sheet. Well, yeah. This is the thickest stuff we got, so I'm going with it. Coming. Well, we're going to use, you're obviously going to use the rear end for mock-up, so you know exactly where you're going. Awesome. Awesome. It's always nice to know where you're going. And that's one thing about traveling. You don't know where you're going.
Where you're going, that kind of.
It does make for an adventure when you don't know where you're going.
Packing on you later.
I can't see that at all.
Pass these ones together, then I'll go around and give them a really good weld. Long ones on the tip.
Good. The big old polisher. How you doing, Douglas? Now?
Great, man. Great.
You got them. You got one. You got them all looking the same.
I've got one more to do here to make
Yeah.
it look, but they're going to be exactly the same.
Okay.
pretty much,
So is this one done?
yeah.
Are you using
yes,
this one to
that one is done. You can have
So
that
can I take
this
that one?
This one's almost done here.
Okay.
So, no.
We'll do this together. We should. You get that one sanded up, and then we'll put one together, and then we'll go from there. Good. That's not coming
And
off.
that's penetrated really nice.
Woo! You stick your hand on that?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. There it is.
These third hand around waist hanging off it. They make glasses, sunglasses with cameras in them now.
Do they?
Did you see those?
Oh, yeah, I did actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ray-Bans. Very cool.
We're going to try to get them on. So they're, ouch. That one's the hot one. We're going to try to get them on. They're all hot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you know what I mean? We have to get it so it's like that.
So it's just got a little bit, yeah, so you got an edge to weld through.
Well, just so the weld goes on there good.
Yeah. Instead of flat.
And then I'll get you to weld them up, no doubt. I'll tack them together to make sure they're where I want them, and I'll get you to weld them together. Nathan's burning some metal right now.
Want to go take a look?
No. I want to wait to see where's that.
You got so much metal in your skin, does the metal detector go off when you walk through it?
We'll put it to this way. Jolene likes me to shower every night.
I know, I smell the metal drawing it all the time. It's right in my skin.
Whoa, that's hot, ain't it, Nate? You got that thing burning good, man.
You got this thing, what's this one?
And we have to thank our friend Dwayne. He picked all this stuff up for us last night at Princess Auto. And the thing was, he opened an open hand, and I grabbed it. I said, if you want to go get that stuff, you're more than welcome. Thank you very much, Dwayne. We appreciate it. We'll use it first thing in the morning. We needed it, and thank you.
Now we got some penetration.
Oh, just a sec, Nate. We'll get you to tack these on while you're on the welder.
Penetrated really nice and around there.
Beautiful.
Would you like that, buddy?
Tack that. We need a ground.
Yep. You want to put this up on the bottom.
Yeah.
If you want to tack one little spot, then you can tack it in place. Tell me when you're ready.
Go for it. Ah, you got me. No, right there.
If you want to lay it down, give it a tappery down.
Yeah, I'm fine, but you're not going to tap it in much tighter than that on that one.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Right there.
Tell me when you're ready. You ready? That looks good, guys.
This one might need to add a little piece. But that's okay, isn't it?
Tap that down, I can weld that.
I'm going to tap it down for you. Get hammer. Get me hammy. Excuse me. Excuse me there, legs. She got legs.
Hey, got me singing ZZ Top to myself.
Yes. I'm gonna push down on that. Don't know if I can.
Watch your little tippy toes fingers there, buddy.
Go for it.
Are you ready?
Yep. We'll cut a little piece and put in that one. Where'd Doug go?
Oh, he's shifting gears.
Just never know with that guy. Doug, if you want to
Practicing.
put a tank on that welder there, that little table there, we'll gear you up on that little table, and you can weld these up. Let's get this one. Just where it's tight at the front, if you can do it. I know you can.
You on the front?
Just clap that on there. I'll hold it. Right there at the very beginning. So we got, this is 3/16, the round circle stuff, 3/16. We hit that again. Not on top of it. This is 3/16, the plate is, and screwdriver. And the outside lip is 1/8, so it's lots heavy. Just sort of want to get it over there tight if I can. Nope, that ain't doing it, is it, Nate?
There you go.
Just a second, I want to see if I can get it down some. Does that look all right?
Yep.
To weld?
Ready?
Yep. Get.
Up right there.
Yep. Okay, go again. I do. C-clamp.
Make squeezer sense.
Come on. Open up. Just a sec. I want to check to see if it's high enough. I'm gonna do a little bit.
Where's your screwdriver?
Yeah, tighten that one up, I guess. Go for it. There's enough room there for weld. Yes, really good. I was wondering how we were gonna. That's good. All right, I'm going to cut that one off. And got a zip cut right here. I had a zip cut there. Throw me that blade there, weird. Please and thank you. They're just hard to handle by yourself if you don't.
Yeah, I was just kicking up.
Yeah. On my knee and the piece. Did you get her? Good start, huh? Huh?
You're gonna just tack it. You're coming along.
Yep.
Keep moving forward.
Oh man, you can get her tacked. You go for it. I'm going to bring that in just a little bit more.
I'm gonna tack that 2 places here.
Yeah. All right.
That looks good.
Yep.
Number trois. That one in my screwdriver.
Screw me driver.
Nice big.
You can get that one. Yeah. Good pound. Just pound that down. We'll.
Looks good.
Yeah. Nope. We need a ground. Go for it. Do we need that to come up some, do we, or are we fine?
You turn it over. See, this here ring's up a little bit, right?
That's all right. We'll just work it around the way we want
Oh,
it.
right there.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. You get it.
Gotta get down and get my back in order again.
Right here and just past that. There we go, buddy.
Shouldn't let it go.
Keep going, that's what we did.
Let's flip that up some.
Push that down.
Get in there.
I think you got a big enough screwdriver, didn't you? Oh, yeah.
Get on there now. Okay, that's fine.
Slide it in.
Probably could cut that off. Yep. Second one, just knock it in a little bit further. I'll get that out of the way and you can knock it over. I should hold it. Going nowhere, is it? Ah, ain't going nowhere. No ground, no ground.
Second.
It's a nice one on that one. What's Doug at back at the chalkboard? Beer.
$100 for beer. That's a lot of beer, isn't it? Just for one guy.
I'm not sure. You just got dirty, sweetheart. You're back. Turn around. No, it's just your hair. Doug, you can turn that machine on. I don't know where you want to weld at. I would suggest something like that. You got a helmet on. You've got gas. Could try one. Got no ground.
Works better that way.
See how the grounders work. You can weld that up any way you want to, but make sure there's penetration. You can weld it one dot at a time, or you can try to do the bead or whatever you want to do, but just make sure there's penetration. You're the man. You got it. You can do it like that. I find it hard to run away around like that, or you can do the bead like that, one over top of the other, and make sure you can see penetration. Please and thank you. Do what, buddy? Dissector? Yeah, that'll work out for you. That's melting out nice. You never break that apart. Well done. Keep it rocking and rolling, bud. Do you need gloves, Doug? You want gloves?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. My hands sweating. Crazy those things.
You got that on. Want me to squeeze that a little bit more? Go for it.
It'll be all right.
It'd be alright. That spring might move around in that a little bit.
Gotta need a piece.
Huh? I wonder if we should have built them a little tighter.
Hold my welding shorts today, right?
You know what I mean?
Have you, sir?
Well, they're-
shorts.
That one looks loose to me. Gonna have to have something in there to hold them in there, ain't you? Huh? Maybe
Just
put a plate or
put a
something?
little piece of angle on there. The angle so it comes up and then it touches this. Since I this angle on, just flip it in there.
That's too good?
Oh yeah. You can put two if you want to. But
We'll have to make it so.
hold it, tap it there.
Okay.
It is a little bit that thick, but a little, are they all like it?
I'm pretty sure they all are that big. We kind of went So you got that on the outside. We're trying to get it. That's the way we wanted to weld it up, right? But we'll see what happens. See what happens. That's fine. I think that's fine. That looks good, Doug. Banging, buddy, banging. That looks good. That's really good. Yeah, they're good. They good. Frame is coming off the table. We're gonna see if it goes like that or not, if it stays straight. We're gonna put the front end back on it. We're gonna hook some rear end, the trailing arms up on it. Doug's got the mounts made. It's the end of the day. We put a 5-hour day in, 6-hour day in. We're just cruising, everybody's giving her, and we're thankful for that, appreciate it. I got the side welded in that side. The bungs are put in for Nathan to do his deal. Let's pop it off. Let's pop it off. We'll do the back first because we know that fits. Here we go. Oh, and what's that thing Jolene says is good once in a while? Oh yeah, you can like, subscribe, go to our website and buy a shirt and support. We appreciate you coming back every day.
Share with your friends.
Cut in there, but yeah, got to cut her off somehow.
No, we welded it in pretty good. When
Yeah. Nothing's popped yet. The front is going to do the upper to the down. So, I don't know if I explained it, but we put a few more braces in her. Transmission mount's going across here, just going to build a tab off it. The X brace is below what we had before, but in the exact same configuration, exact same spot. Welded to the inside of the chassis now. This piece here we put in because we had this front up here not acting so well. And as we got talking about, like Nathan said, there's another point that we have up here to try out, but it looks good to the eye. We're going with it.
She didn't jump off yet, did she?
It did not. Not bad though. Come take a look, sweetheart.
Seems to pop up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sideways.
Huh?
It just popped up. It goes and it's
There's where we're at. It's all good.
She didn't. What was it? Put her an inch when we pushed it down.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
we're about, I'd say 3/16 and 1/8 probably on that side. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's good.
There could have been
Yeah.
pressure within this.
There's no
piece
pressure there.
Right in between this when it went down, right? And that was
Also
still,
this one.
yeah.
But that's good. I mean, we had to
Yeah.
just put the motor in and it goes back straight. Good. Perfect. So it did work. We nailed it down, got it all welded up. We got a good, oh, I don't want to rip, am I ripping that? Is that off? Yeah, it looks like it's off, doesn't it? You want to slide her off? Go ahead. I'm going to take the table.
Look at this. It's
How fast can you go? How many horsepower?
powered from us guys. Which way do we want to go, Chad?
I'm going to pull this out of the way.
That thing rolls wicked easy for being.
And
Big.
this thing is welded together just to straighten something like that out, I guess, or to nail it down. That's basically what it's for, jig, to make stuff. Haven't had much stuff to use for it, but now we're on to the chassis business. Well, we've got.
We could go over here some, Doug, on that side.
Yeah, as you remember, we had to stand on that front of that chassis and push down on the front of the ceiling. And now it's,
We can get it up there to get that front end in.
That's right on.
Oh, it's okay, Doug. Will that stay there though?
Gonna move this bad boy.
Don't sit on the wand, but just the corner. Just the corner there. It's not on the wand, that's the main thing. You can get that front end in.
Oh, don't want to hurt the tires. Awesome.
Sorry, guys.
No, I appreciate the enthusiasm. That's what I appreciate. It's been a good day. Lots of stuff has been done. Lots. And it has not been a day. So if you remember, the wishbones have been
See the center of this? Right there, Doug.
and we nailed them up.
Right, now we can.
Nate knows where that stuff. Now we're going to nail these up on the side.
Hey,
you know
Doug.
something? Them are exactly where you
Do you want to grab a 3/4 inch deep socket?
holler at him so he hears you.
I hear you. I don't talk loud enough.
I'm going to sweep up just a little bit. Admire what's going on for a second.
I'm sorry I don't talk loud enough.
This is not cut out yet because we're using it for mock-up. The guy that built the car or had the car before us and did all this work, we're just continuing on with it, and we're doing exactly what he probably would have done if he had finished it. Or would have had to do if he had finished it.
Now, which way? That way? Somebody had them all lubed up. See that, Douglas?
Yeah, somebody did some spray down on those.
Some greasy cat.
They're nice. It's nice that they all came apart.
Yeah, lubed.
I
And
only had to cut a few things.
I used electric impact on it. Good to her.
Electric ink.
So we're getting close to time that we probably can build a floor for it. There's so much, like all these little holes. I'm not real interested in them, but they're there. I'm not sure what's going to happen yet. Probably could have left it plugged down the table for a little bit longer and continued on fixing them holes. But we want to build this car as quickly as possible. So in order to do that, some of the stuff gets done probably at the wrong time. That's okay.
What do you want to do? Lift the frame up with the hoist so you can get the bottom high?
No, I'll just tip it over. We'll flop it over. But I'm thinking of all the holes in the chassis. Like there's a lot of holes in this chassis. If you wanted to smooth it off and make it look a little bit better, we might. I'm not sure what's happening yet. And another thing too, you know, I get working on the car. Nathan's, you know, doing his thing with the drill. I'm on the car with the grinder. Doug's, you know, he welded the spring hats on, but two people working on the car sure can mess you up sometimes, and you just keep going, right? I mean, sometimes I was welding, next thing you know, I was over by another piece I was supposed to be welding because of, you know, things were getting moved. But that's the way it goes sometimes. If you have a couple people thrashing on a car, the best work, or the, what can I say? It can matter a little bit. But it's going good. Or just moving something while you're trying to do something.
I'm not going to send them up right tight because we're going to have to wiggle jiggle them. Then I can take the ratchet and leave them a little bit loose for you guys there. See where it's at. Is there still play in that, Doug, if you grab the control arm, lift it up and down? Second,
So we'll just
yeah, we're going to leave them loose there for now. That's good enough.
C-clamp them on. Can we get a C-clamp? Didn't hit exactly where you said they were going to hit.
So
And they might
I left these loose enough. We should be able to.
Just leave it underneath that bracket. Yep, it's good.
You want to C-clamp them there for now?
I think they'll stay there anyway. Want to just stay there? Doug, let go. Nope. Nope.
You're still twisted on that big hammer.
Just put it on like that,
I
Doug.
want to tap that one there.
And then that way there, it'll. And it don't have to go on that tight. Not that tight.
Half enough to come in, Chad.
Slip it on there like that. Make it easier on yourself. Just go, you don't have to go tight, just have to hold. Perfect. Perfect.
It's not on.
Ain't gonna go anywhere anyways, is it? Good. Now, let's get, where's your things at, Doug? Where's the things you made? So we got, oh, they're good. So we got you made the pockets and you welded the leaf perches on. Or not, there. That would go there. I'm thinking, we're just thinking. Nathan's actually gonna put on his stuff.
It's going to depend on where these here go.
That's gonna, see, there's another issue, what happens?
It's going to depend on where these go first, right?
That has to go on before you put that bolt on. It fits that well.
Yeah, this goes on there, and then after, like, that's when we tack that there, then we can take our bolt in there.
Right. So
And
we've
then
got,
this here can go, that there can go right over to that, right?
and you also can see that he's got a bung inside there. So we've got plate on here, you got the frame over here, then there was a plate on the inside of the frame they had to go through also. So this is the arms that we're going to keep the rear end in place. Everything that you're seeing here has come out of the junkyard, and or other we made it.
There's lots here that we welded there.
So then we'll have a spring on the top.
And that compression of 2 inches will be the weight on it.
We'll put a cross member across here, and he made 2 other perches for the top. There are 2 hats.
Then you'll decide on which one of these is
Where you're going to
go.
put.
And we might go wherever this is. We might put a bracket on top of whatever rear end we use. Like it can be there,
Yeah, you can make a bracket come off that and bolt it on wherever you want.
or we can go like that.
Exactly, like that. That'd be nice. Just weld that right across the top, if the other rear end will allow it.
Yep. Right. It'll depend on the other rear end.
And we can weld a bracket on this for that bracket, hit that bracket,
Right.
if we want to. So basically, rear suspension. This needs to be cut out, obviously. Excellent job, Nathan. You can see the bung that you got inside there, I said. You can see how it's in there so it does not squeeze the frame.
We just need longer bolts for that.
Doug got the hats all done. Excellent. I got the frame welded. Excellent, not done there yet. This was done yesterday. Nathan split that and opened them up and resituated this end, which is perfect. We're almost in chassis land. Thanks for coming back. That was a good thrash. Doug and Nate, thank you very much. And Jolene had to stick around. Thanks, baby, you're great.
Got this, Douglas. Yeah. We got this, Douglas.
Come back tomorrow, we'll be here.